Agnihotri's film The Kashmir Files won the Nargis Dutt Award for Best Film on National Integration at the 69th National Film Awards. While the filmmaker dedicated the prestigious award to the victims of terror, the PDP has slammed the decision and said that how can this movie be awarded for national integration when all it does is spread hate. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah also took to social media and mocked the film after it won the award and questioned the category of the award. Now remember, the movie is based on the 1990 exodus of the Kashmiri Pandits from Kashmir, and despite its box office success, the movie was widely criticized by reviewers, politicians and historians who labelled it as a propaganda movie.
ये जो अवार्ड है, इससे मैं हमेशा बोलता आया हूं, कश्मीर फाइल्स कभी मेरी फिल्म नहीं है, मैं तो एक मीडियम था। ये अवार्ड मैं हमारी आई एम बुद्धा प्रोडक्शन कंपनी की तरफ से उन सब विक्टिम्स को समर्पित करता हूं जो आतंकवाद के विक्टिम्स हैं, खास तौर पे कश्मीरी हिंदू, और उसके अलावा पूरे विश्व में जहां भी कोई भी भारतीय अगर टेररिज्म का विक्टिम है, ये फिल्म उनकी आवाज है, ये उनका दर्द है, और ये अवार्ड भी अगर दर्द उनका है तो उन्हीं का होना चाहिए। ये नेशनल अवार्ड हम उनको समर्पित करते हैं।
I, on the behalf of entire Kashmiri Pandit community, congratulate Vivek Agnihotri for winning the national award. He dared to bring out the truth of Kashmir. He dared to put our story out in front of the entire world. It's a well-deserved award, and it tells us the truth always triumphs.
Well, this is another sad day for the secular ethos of the secular country, that the movie of communal hatred, The Half-Truth, has been awarded with this prestigious award. It's a sad day for every secular Indian.
Well, I think they have erroneously given the award for national integration. The award should have been for exacerbating the national divisions, pitting communities against each other, painting, stereotyping Kashmiris as murderers, as barbarians, while at the same time forgetting the gruesome era in which Kashmiris have lived through, the era of Kunan Poshpora, of thousands of unmarked graves, of Chatti Singhpura massacre. There's been a complete, we have seen mayhem in Kashmir. I think it's very unfair to those thousands of Kashmiri policemen, Muslims who have laid down their lives for this country, painting them as murderers, as barbarians, as those who are paying for the blood of the people from different communities.
By announcing the Best Film Award, the BJP RSS establishment wants to send what kind of a message to the people of this country? Kashmiri File, a film which aroused so much of criticism, controversy, noise throughout, even threat to some kind of rule of law, has been adjudged as the best film, as if that they did not get any film which is free from such criticism, such controversies, and artistic classic film. Is it that there was none which could have been deserving this award?
So filmmaker Vivek Agnihotri's film The Kashmir Files won the Nargis Dutt Award for Best Film on National Integration at the 69th National Film Awards. But the filmmaker dedicated the prestigious award to the victims of terror. But this hasn't gone down well with some of the political parties, including the PDP, which has slammed the decision and said that how can this movie be awarded for national integration when all it does is spread hate. On the other hand, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has also raised questions questions, and he has mocked the film after it won the award, and he has questioned the category of the award. Now remember, this movie is based on the 1990 exodus of Kashmiri Pandits from Kashmir, and despite its box office success, the movie was widely criticized by reviewers, politicians and historians who labelled it as a propaganda movie. So this movie has been a controversial movie, but now it has won the Best Film Award at the National Film Award, and but this decision hasn't gone down well with some of the political parties which are questioning why this movie has been awarded when all it does is spread hate. We are being joined by our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh on this story. Pallavi, a very good morning to you. So Kashmir Files winning the award for the best film hasn't gone down well with some political parties, including the PDP, which has raised objections. Could you give us more details about it?
Yes, and the whole Nargis Dutt National Integration Award was actually instituted by the UPA government, and the entire idea behind it is to felicitate those movies which actually promote national integration. And that's where the jury is still out on it. While the movie made it was a blockbuster, it made a huge amount of profit, it also had its own share of controversies, really, Anjali. And therefore, it comes as no surprise that at least as far as political parties who are stakeholders in the valley, they have objected to a National Integration Award which has been given to it. The PDP, the National Conference, and even now the Congress party say that the movie was actually divisive in nature. There was no integration which the movie brought. It painted one particular community, which is the minorities or the Muslims, actually in the valley, in a bad light. They were made out to be inhumans, as the one who had butchered and attacked the Kashmiri Pandits. And as you pointed out, the movie is essentially about the exodus of the Kashmiri Pandits, how they were being targeted, selectively chosen. And those who support the movie say that finally some truth has come out at the national and at the global level about the kind of treatment which has been meted out to the Kashmiri Pandits who've still not been able to go back to their homes.
All right. And also, Pallavi, how has filmmaker Vivek Agnihotri reacted to these objections?
Well, I mean, he's always been the target of attack ever since the movie was released. And, and so he's always been defending his movie that those who object to it do not want to see the harsh reality. Now, to talk specifically about after the award, well, I think one of the first reactions he gave was to Omar Abdullah, when Omar Abdullah actually put out a laughing emoji and said national integration, questioning whether the movie actually brought that integration. Vivek Agnihotri's response to that was very simple, that I do take this as a compliment, because if you had said otherwise, then I would have been worried. So it's never been a smooth and easy relationship between Vivek Agnihotri on one side and, say, the Congress, the PDP, the National Conference on the other.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for getting us all those details and giving us that